Everyone. Welcome back to another hashtag Fun Fact Friday with the President James K. Polk State Historic Site. My name is Adrienne and I'm a historic interpreter there. This week, there's a little bit of a spin on the Fun Fact Friday. We are actually participating in Museum Week, which is a virtual celebration of what makes our museums across the country and across the world unique. And every day there has been a theme, and today's theme is climate. So in order for us to participate in that, we're going to focus in a little bit on a climate event that happened during Polk's lifetime. This year without summer was caused by a series of volcanic eruptions, including that of Mount Tambora in Indonesia. This is believed to be one of the largest eruptions in recorded history, even worse than that of Mount St. Helens and Mount Vesuvius. The eruption spread ash and dust throughout the stratosphere where it remained, insulating the earth from the heat and the light of the sun and creating an overall cooling effect, which is now what we would call a volcanic winter. It was so extreme that there was up to a foot of snow in June. There were killing frosts across the country, particularly in the Northeast. And it was a really difficult year to be a farmer and to try to make your way to survive in the United States, but also across the Northern Hemisphere. Now, being the President James K. Polk State Historic Site, we do, of course, have some connection to President Polk with this event. Polk would have been 21 years old during this time period, and while he did not have any direct recollections that we have been able to find about the event, it is believed to have been a major catalyst in the westward expansion of the United States. Something that Polk really championed for throughout his presidency, aligning with this idea of manifest destiny and the belief that there would be greater opportunity westward. This greater opportunity would create more opportunity to grow crops, particularly because the weather event was less extreme in the Midwest. Folks had the mindset that perhaps it would be even less so if they were to head further west, and that they would not be impacted as strongly should another event like this happen in the future. As well, this weather event allowed for disease to flourish due to the combination of weather disaster and famine. A cholera epidemic began, a disease that would greatly impact the United States throughout the 19th century. It was actually the same disease that President Polk passed away from. As well, there is another presidential connection to this event. During this time period, the retired Thomas Jefferson sustained crop failures at Monticello that sent him even further into debt. Now, if anyone's familiar with his history, he did spend most of the last years of his life in debt, something that he would never financially recover from, a debt that amounted to several millions of dollars in our modern times. And while not directly connected to American history, as a fun fact, this summer is when Mary Shelley actually wrote Frankenstein while on holiday at Lake Geneva as part of a writing contest between herself, her husband, Lord Byron, and John William Polidori to see who could create the scariest story. The setting was certainly right, it being such a cold, chilly, abnormal summer, certainly an appropriate time period to be writing a story such as Frankenstein. Thank you for joining us for another Fun Fact Friday. If you have any questions that you'd like us to answer in the coming weeks, feel free to comment them down below and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.